If you're looking for a story full of mystery, action, and an ancient legend that has haunted generations, you're in the right place. Today, we'll explore the incredible story of legend of Goliath's 5 brothers and the curse that changed the destiny of Israel. This is the kind of story that will keep you hooked from beginning to end. Every detail reveals hidden secrets, epic battles, and a spiritual struggle that has surpassed time. Now, I want to ask something important. Leave a like in this video. This helps the platform understand that you like this type of content, and also makes more people aware of this incredible legend. Also, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any more stories like this. And there's more. I really recommend you follow along every detail of this video. Do you know why? The curse that plagued Israel and the story of Goliath's brothers bring important lessons about faith, courage, and the impact that a single battle can have for generations. If you miss any part, you could miss something fundamental to understanding how this legend influenced the culture and history of an entire people. So stay until the end. I promise that every second will be worth it, and you will leave with a new perspective on this story. Don't forget to leave a like and share with those who like a good legend. Let's unravel this mystery together. The birth of Goliath and his brothers marked the beginning of an era of fear and mystery in Israel. These giants, descendants of the Rephaim, an ancient race of powerful warriors, carried with them an ancestral curse that made them dark and feared figures throughout the region. Goliath, the best known among them, was already a living legend even before his fateful meeting with David. His brothers, however, were equally fearsome and, although not as well known, would play decisive roles in the events that shook Israel for generations. The first step to understanding this legend is to delve into the origins of these giants. Raised in an environment marked by violence and war, they were trained from a young age to dominate the battlefield. Their power was not limited to physical strength. Popular belief held that their lineage was shrouded in a curse that amplified their hatred and thirst for destruction. It was as if Israel's own destiny was tied to this cursed family, and their brothers would do anything to avenge Goliath's fall. The encounter between David and Goliath was more than a simple battle. It was the moment when the destiny of a nation met the mystical power of an ancient curse. When David threw a stone and felled the giant, he not only defeated one man, but also set in motion a series of events that would mark Israel forever. Goliath fell, but his brothers swore revenge, and the spiritual battle that ensued caused many to believe that Israel faced forces beyond human comprehension. Despite Goliath's fall, the threat from his brothers has not disappeared. They continued to defy Israel, seeking revenge for their brother's death. Each of the 5 brothers was a feared figure, and their stories became dark legends told by the elders around campfires. They were giants with exceptional combat skills and an insatiable thirst for revenge. Every time they approached Israel, fear took over the people, who believed that the curse that surrounded these giants would only end with the complete annihilation of their lineage. The curse that enveloped Goliath's brothers was not just a metaphor for the fear they inspired. It seemed to manifest itself in supernatural events that haunted the land of Israel. Failed harvests, plagues, and unexplained phenomena began to occur after Goliath's death, as if the giant spirit, along with his brothers, were haunting the people. This belief was passed from generation to generation, reinforcing the idea that the battle between David and the giants was much more than a physical fight. It was a spiritual war, with consequences that would reverberate for centuries. The impact of the presence of Goliath's brothers was felt in several battles that were often forgotten over the years. The story focused on David's victory over Goliath, but the battles against his brothers were equally epic and full of symbolism. Each brother represented a unique threat, and each confrontation tested the faith and resilience of the people of Israel. What few knew was that these giants didn't just fight with physical weapons, but they brought with them the weight of the curse that fueled their desire for revenge. The curse didn't just affect Goliath's brothers. Reports from the time indicate that the people of Israel began to experience phenomena that appeared to be direct responses to the wrath of the giants. The land seemed cursed, crops were destroyed, violent storms suddenly appeared, and fear gripped the cities. Religious leaders believed that as long as Goliath's brothers were alive, the curse would continue to haunt Israel. This fueled a growing desire to eradicate the giant lineage once and for all. The last of the giants was finally defeated, but not without leaving a trail of destruction. The death of Goliath's last brother was celebrated as the end of a dark era, but fear persisted. Some believed that the curse would never be completely lifted, and that the spirit of the giants would continue to roam the lands of Israel, bringing misfortune and misfortune to those who dared challenge Goliath's ancient legacy. The dynasty of giants had ended, but the mystery and fear surrounding their existence continued to haunt generations. The ancient manuscripts, carefully guarded by scribes, recorded astonishing details about Goliath's brothers and the curse that surrounded them. Documents that never reached the general public mention rituals and prophecies that linked the destiny of Israel to those giants. These ancient, often ignored texts reveal that David's fight against Goliath's brothers was just a small part of a much larger spiritual battle, the impact of which would transcend generations and the boundaries of human understanding. As time passed, many people began to question whether the curse was actually real or just a reflection of the superstitions of the time. There was a fine line between reality and myth, and this line fueled heated discussions among historians and clergy. Some believed that natural disasters and unexplained phenomena were coincidences, while others were convinced that Israel paid the price for defying Goliath's brothers. This doubt remained alive for centuries, shaping the faith and culture of a nation that has always lived in the shadow of giants. The legacy of David, the shepherd boy who defeated Goliath, was not limited to his courage on the battlefield. His victory became a symbol of faith and resistance against forces that seemed invincible. However, the legends about Goliath's brothers reminded that the struggle between good and evil did not end with a single victory. The story of the giants and their curse became intertwined with the history of Israel, becoming part of its spiritual identity. To this day, the lessons left by David and the giants continue to resonate, inviting new generations to reflect on the eternal struggle between light and darkness.